Another episode of The Buzz. Here we bring you the buzz on all that is happening at Oxford High School. I'm Bella.
And I'm Asher. Let's get started.
Elevate had their Elevate had their first meeting last Thursday. If you've heard about Elevate and you're not sure if you want to join, then I have just the thing for you. We spoke to Ms. Wilson and some members for some more info.
My role in Elevate is the teacher sponsor for the group. It is student-led. I'm just there to kind of oversee everything, and this is one of our leaders, Hadley Gilchrist.
Hey, yeah, I'm Hadley, and I've been in FCS for a little while, and now that we're in Elevate, it's becoming a lot more active, and a lot more students are getting involved, and we are having a leadership team and a lot of officers, and I am in the running for secretary.
Elevate is the former Fellowship of Christian Students, and Fellowship of Christian Students has been going on for years and years and years. I went to Oxford High School in the 90s, and we had Fellowship of Christian Students back then, so Elevate is really not anything new. We just have a new name, and we're doing things differently than we used to. And it is just a group that gets together in the mornings for about 15 to 20 minutes. We have a quick devotion, and we have some time to worship and some time to fellowship with other Christian believers.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wilson. I hope y'all have a great year. If you guys want to watch the rest of the interview, check in at OHS Jacket Media YouTube channel. The interview with Ms. Wilson and Hadley will be up next week.
Hey, have you guys heard about the baseball team and how tryouts are coming up? Well, if you're interested in joining our 2025-2026 baseball team, please stop by room 107 to sign up for tryouts. Let's head over to Coach Jansen to hear more about our baseball team.
Good afternoon, OHS. I'm here with the captain, Coach Jansen of Oxford Baseball.
Good morning.
Okay, so the first question is, who should students contact about upcoming baseball tryouts and more information?
Hey, we are having tryouts later on in September. Your first step, what you should do is you should come to room 107, and you need to come sign up on the list, and that's the first step, and then we'll email you with further instructions.
Could you tell the students what tryouts would be like?
Sure. You know, a tryout in a baseball situation would be just we will test your hitting ability, how well you throw, how well you field, and how fast you are. So we'll put you through different tests for those type of skills, and we will evaluate you on those type of skills, and we're trying to evaluate those skills on how they measure up to our current players.
Okay. What equipment do students need for tryouts?
You know, guys that'll try out for baseball, I would just suggest that they come like they would come to a baseball practice. If they have a bat, bring it. Obviously, they're going to need a glove. Some sort of spikes would be probably a good thing to have, and then always wear a baseball cap to baseball practice.
Last question. Are there any specific rules or guidelines that the students should be aware of for tryouts?
Well, the first thing that we need to do is get them signed up, and if guys will come to room 107, get signed up, and then yes, you have to have a physical, and you have to have this thing called a Dragonfly account, and so there are a couple things we have to do, but to keep things simple for students, if you have an interest in baseball tryouts, room 107 sign-up sheet, You need to get signed up by early next week.
All right, that's all I have.
Guys, y'all got anything y'all would like to say?
Go Bill!
Say a little louder, Trent.
Go Bill!
There we go. Have a good day.
Hello, Miss Finley. It's me, Tate. I'm here, and I'm not coming to see you because I'm really short on time. I gotta go. I gotta go switch laundry over, and I have a class that starts at 11, so I kind of gotta move a little bit. So yeah, have a great day. This better be featured.
Wow, thank you, Coach Jansen, for all that information. Now on to Bella.
Speaking of first of the season, I heard Skills USA had their first meeting last Wednesday in Miss Finley's room. We spoke to Miss Finley about the meeting to give you more info about Skills USA. So if you're curious and want more details, this is for you.
I'm here with,
My name is Candace Finley.
and I'm Asher Steverson. We're going to be doing an interview talking about all things Skills USA. So the first question I have is, what does Skills USA really do, or like what do they stand for?
So Skills USA is the official career tech student organization for a multitude of career tech programs. So specifically here on Oxford High School's campus, we have television, media production, and digital design. Those are the two that it cover. But Skills USA, when we go to our competitions, it is one of the largest technical skilled career tech student organizations in the world, because it has from television video production all the way to cosmetology, masonry, electrical, engineering, robotics. It is just vast at how many different types of career tech programs are.
Yeah, is it too late to join Skills
No,
USA?
not at all, not at all. We definitely, you can join Skills USA anytime. We understand that a lot of our friends, especially if you're in band or in football or in fall sports, you may not have an opportunity. Your spring semester may be a little bit lighter where you can do some extracurricular activities in the spring. We encourage you to come in for the spring. You may not be able to go with us to competition, to our state competition, but you can at least take advantage of some of the community service projects.
That was a great interview. If you want more details, go check out the full video on the OHS Jacket Media YouTube channel. Wow, all this work is making me hungry. Let's move right on to Kamari for lunch.
Man, I'm hungry. Let's see what we've got coming up on the menu. Monday, we're having Baked Z with the vegetable choice of lemon pepper broccoli, brown sugar carrots, and like always, the salad bar. Tuesday will be chicken fajita nachos and pinto beans. Wednesday, we're having chicken bites and hot wings with a side of celery, carrots, and ranch. The choice of salad and California mixed veggies. Thursday, there will be mini cheese pizza with corn and lemon pepper broccoli. And last but not least, Friday is Joe chicken chunks with potato wedges and collard greens. Now, on to Malaya with weather for this week.
For this week's weather, on Friday we have a high of 89 and a low of 66. On Saturday we have a high of 88 and a low of 67. And lastly, on Sunday we have a high of 85 and a low of 65. That's it for the weather this week. Now back to Bella.
Our team decided to take a blast to the past to take a look at this week's and previous years.
Let's go back a few decades, shall we?
In New York in 1992, several riots broke out due to the unfashionable act of wearing a straw hat after September 15th. A few years later, in 1950, the first ever laugh track was broadcasted on the Hawk Show. And the last one we have for you is the story of the first Ford Pinto sold on September 11th to a teacher named Mr. Pinto who lived in Pinto, Maryland.
Man, lunch and then this story? I'm almost too hungry to keep going. Bella, take it away.
Now, for this week's episode of Hive Highlights.
This week, Caden Bice digs into the team's season so far. Caden?
All right. What is your name and how do you spell it?
My name is Wendy McKibbin, and I spell it WendyMcKibbin.
Can you introduce yourself to the audience?
I am a volleyball, softball, and bowling coach here at Oxford High School. I also teach PE and athletics, and I've been here for 23 years.
What is a typical practice in terms of focus and intensity?
It depends on what we need to work on from the day before. Yesterday we worked on covering our hitters and working on tip coverage, and we spent a lot of time on getting outside the block and reading the opponent's hitters.
What are your goals for this season?
Our goals for this season is to win the area tournament regular season, to win the actual area tournament, advance to regionals, qualify for the state tournament in Bessemer later in October.
What skills do you value most in a player besides athletic ability?
Honesty, integrity, willing to go the extra mile to help their teammates out, compassion.
How do you help players improve their individual skills while also building team chemistry?
We pull kids aside. Some days we work on hitters only, and I've got some great assistant coaches that also help. We each have our own little knack that we work with, so we spend a lot of time perfecting their craft. Like if a passer, we spend a lot of time doing passing drills with them, where hitters we're doing hitting drills and stuff like that.
What's your coaching outlook when it comes to balancing competition and fun?
I think kids thrive on competition, so we try to do a lot of competitive stuff in practice that would put them in game-like situations, so there's no different if they're practicing or playing. Everything's like a high-level, fast-paced game or practice.
All right, that's it. Thank you.
Those were good questions.
Thanks, Caden. Let's wish the Lady Jackets the best of luck as they finish out their season. Now, last but not least, more cooking with Chase.
Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make something called brookies. So now that we have our cookie dough and our brownie batter all ready, the last thing we have to do is oil our pan and coat it with a bit of cocoa powder, just like this, and it'll help it not stick as much. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our brownie batter and we're just going to layer it in evenly all across the pan, and it's a 9x13 baking pan. And as you're doing this, you want to make sure that your oven has been preheated to 350 on a bake. Okay, so this was the Easy Brookies recipe. It came out pretty much perfect, and it looks delicious and it smells amazing, and all you're going to need is a glass of milk. So you guys should definitely try it, and I'll be sure to see you guys next week with an even better recipe.
If you would like to see the full video, you can watch it on OHS Jacket Media.
Unfortunately, this show has come to an end. That's all we have for this week on The Buzz.
Be sure to like and subscribe to us here on OHS Jacket Media YouTube channel, so you can stay up to date on all things that's happening at Oxford High School. You can also find us on OHS Jacket Media across all social media platforms.
We hope you have a great day, and
Go Big O!